Come to think of it, maybe we should check the information on the thing. If you have SGGA, you may see stuff, whatever. Joystick users press F4. Game does not provide music, although sound effects are provided. Teen Dreams is an imaginative action arcade game featuring Commander Keen, the highly popular creation of ID Software. One of 10 exciting games written exclusively for Gamers Edge by ID Software. On Retro Share version. But yeah, there's really nothing different in the register version. You just get updates, which I don't think there are any hints, tips, cheats, technical support. Nothing really. What is shareware? How to contact us? Warranty and disclaimer. Instructions and play information. One of 20 games published by Gamers Edge, part of a 10 games. Written by the interval between the release of the two popular trilogies, The Invasion of the Vorticons and Goodbye Galaxy, which was actually 2 games because reasons. Doesn't make much of a trilogy when there's only 2. This game will charm your socks off and captivate you with its clever puzzles and scenarios. XT 286, 386, or 486 processors, 640K of memory with at least 560 free, EGA graphics supported on EGA, VGA, and SVGA, but there's apparently a CGA version. Yep. You got command line parameters, move them around, do stuff. Eventually, you will discover the way out. Climb, throw, the flower power, or boobus ball. Those are the actual official names of your weaponry. John Romero. It's a name most of us are familiar with. Okay. Anyway. Hello everyone, this is Zeraphon playing Keen Dreams, the weird episode that's between Invasion of the Vorticons and Goodbye Galaxy and doesn't really connect into anything. Controls, joystick, configure, top left button, bottom right button, calibrated. And we can load from after the dam because that's where we were. Again, there's no sound effects. Well, there are sound effects, but there's no music. And there's no sound effects at present because it just doesn't have sound here. Actually, I wanted to check something. We go from the beginning. First of all, F10J is jump cheat. F10G is God mode. Now, how did jump cheat work? Oh, you just hold jump and you go as high as you want to. So yeah, there's this spot here, which is an excessive number of those, guarding only 1,000 points. I saw that earlier, and I was wondering what was up with... Oh, and there's a one up here. So you can just jump out of here, jump across from there, and get it. If you know it's there. If you don't know it's there, then, yeah. But yeah, this jump cheat does not work as well as in the one Invasion of the Vorticons. Because there you pull out your pogo, and anytime you're holding jump, you go up. Anytime you're not holding jump, you go down. And that's all there is to it. Here you can jump as high as you want, but once your jump stops jumping, you can't go back up again. And in the dam itself, I thought there was a spot at the bottom that looks suspicious. Well, there's also the top looks suspicious. Yeah, you can step on the differently colored ones. How would you actually... Okay, you can probably jump from here. Yep. Let me turn off the jump sheet. So that's F10J. And yeah, you can jump that high on your own. But ridiculously small platforms. Yeah, what even is up there? You need to jump across these to the right side. And yeah, 25 shots and a 1-up. So that's worth it if you know it's there and can get to it. Also down there looks suspicious. Because the water I noticed earlier looks kind of weird. Yeah, that's fake. You just come down here and there's a secret area. Can you shoot these? Okay, so the turrets are not affected. Which makes sense. Turrets usually aren't. If you come here and brave that, there's another one up under this one. Kind of a neat noise. That's interesting. Up there is an exit, down here is an exit, but not between them. Okay, let's load where we are and make sure that cheats are off. Cheats are not off. First, let's get where that guy can't reach us. F10J for jump cheat, F10G for God mode. Remember, those don't hurt you directly, but their bayonets do. I think part of what I was doing wrong is not using the flower power aggressively enough. Although it can be difficult to actually hit things with them sometimes. Alright, those jump at you. Yeah, little jump there. It's probably better to come up the right side. So yeah, the potato can just wait for it to jump over me. Or is that a squash? Yeah, it's a squash because it tries to squash you. You can bait that into jumping off. Alright, but I think here is where that locked door was. Yeah, you can throw down from a pole. Yeah, and I remember dying here last time when I waited around just long enough for it to unstun. Yeah, I got impatient, basically. I was waiting for it to unstun, but I didn't wait quite long enough. Okay, that's points and nothing else. There's the exit, but you don't want to go there just yet. Okay. I think you can go back up here and jump across. Yes. I wasn't sure I could get back up here. Yeah, you can throw these upward. Yeah. Your driving is really slow. I should have stunned the tomato, but seriously. But yeah, I think I mentioned this before. You get a weapon with an ammunition limit, but it only temporarily stops your enemies. So, kind of rude. Yeah, I think it would make more sense if you're not going to have unlimited ammunition to have some kind of a some kind of system where it can recharge. Or else just permanently stun things. Yep. Yeah, this isn't going well. Yeah, is it just harder than I remember, or am I just playing bad? Yep, we want those Poobus bombs, though. That's basically the whole point of coming here. Okay, that's dealt with. This I'm going to try to bait into jumping off again. Yeah, it bothers me that you can't look down. It feels like something you really need, especially spots like here. Oh, there's a shot hiding behind the waterfall. I did not see that. Okay, it looks like there was a platform up there, but I think that's just the top of the wall on the edge of the level. Yeah. And that's another reason you should be able to look down. You know, I'm not just missing like a page down or something like that or anything. No. You just can't look down. Yeah, this water looks more like actual water. Oh yeah, I see the shot now. Yeah, that's 4,000 basically free points, so I will not pass that up. Yeah, this just feels so empty without the music. Anyway, we got a life back. So that's good for something. And did not make that jump. Yeah, some of these jumps just feel like they're too tight. Especially since you don't have a pogo stick. One of the signature Commander Keen things being the pogo stick. Yeah, it's definitely easier to hit from below than trying to shoot it from the side because of the way you throw your things. Ah, I should have seen that coming. I got the point, or the gist of it, the idea of what to do. And I'm actually making a shot profit, so as long as I don't lose too many lives, I should come out of this ahead. So I think it was a life per 20,000. Maybe it stretches out when you get higher. Okay, if I don't make it this time, I'll just use God mode. And then messing up the jumps again? Great. Great. Don't know how I managed that. Jump right on the edge of the platform. Yeah, that door noise is weird. Okay, I think I'll get out this time. Here we go. But yeah, if you want to keep safe, you have to be constantly stunning things. And you only have so much ammunition. And yeah, blind drop. But that's level clear. And I think there was one more level up here. Yeah, the world map is so quiet. We will save to grapes. Okay. Into Grape Grove. Boobus bombs near. Nice background. Okay, they're basically thwoms. You can't stun them. There's no way you can get underneath that one, I don't think. Yeah, I think they just hit you right away. Yeah, that was too tight. Because I don't know what's in this level except Boogus bombs somewhere. Yeah, you're not getting past those. Or that one. Why did I think I could do that? Yeah, because I got the flower power earlier, but I got it by going above that. Like this. But better. Like that. Can I jump? I don't think so. No, that is too far to jump. I don't think I can jump up there either. I think you're supposed to bait that one down like this and then run up here quickly before it gets back. But that one's too low. So you just can't get there from there? I don't know. This game is weirdly unfriendly sometimes. I guess that's why you save early and often. Yeah, I think if I go to the right, I just can't do anything, so left it is. Okay, this squash isn't causing any trouble here, so we'll just leave it. Ah. Yeah, you can't stun the grapes. HUD's kind of getting in the way there. They do that sometimes. Getting some scrolling stuttering. Okay. Is there something here? Or is that just a safe landing spot? And we're back here again. Yeah, you can't jump up there. You can't go under this. Wait, you can. If you're really careful. But there was more up there, wasn't there? Like if I went right from here... Maybe not. Yeah, I think you are meant to come up here. Stun that guy. Jump across these for the points. Fall down here, get more points along the way. And yeah, you can't get anywhere up there. Maybe if I use keyboard, I can control better. Yeah, you need to go just far enough to get them to fall, but then move back immediately. And they're awfully sensitive. Not to mention, Keen is not good at precise movement. Yeah, if you don't go quite far enough there, you just die. Am I simply playing on hard mode or something? Because there are difficulty levels. Okay, so this is guarding a bunch of shots, and it's easy enough to get. Those honestly are probably the least dangerous enemies if you know what to do, and you're expecting them. Yeah, because you just don't jump, and they'll jump over you. Yeah, here, can you jump in? Can you save inside a level? You can. Okay, that makes this a little easier. I swear the game just stuttered. Alright, was there a shortcut to go straight to load game? F6. Okay, I'm going to abuse the heck out of saves. Or saves. Yeah, apparently that is what you're supposed to do, which is ridiculous. There's the exit, but we don't have the Boobus bombs yet. And the whole point of coming here is to get the Boobus bombs. So, let's save again. That was awkward. Let's see, do we go this way? Not like that, we don't. Maybe here? There's the Boobus bombs. Okay, and now that we found that and know how to exit the level legitimately, I'm going to go exploring. That says go down, which implies the way here. I was trying to jump to here. I think you can jump from there, here from there. You can jump across here, get up here, get a few candy. There's the headbanging broccoli, and yeah, that looks like it. So, basic strategy if you want to clear this level quickly and get all the important stuff. Come across the bottom, go up here, go up to the right in the other pole. And yeah. Oops. Hit my controller against the microphone. Okay. Yeah, realizing you can save in the middle of a level makes a huge difference. And I am absolutely going to abuse the heck out of that. Actually, could you do that in the first trilogy and I just didn't notice? It's possible. Yeah, these look like parsnips. Parsnip pass. We're greeted by a jogging broccoli immediately. Looks like they turn around to face you, but otherwise not too bad. Which I think... Did I sample this level last week? So this is looking familiar. Yeah, I remember that ledge. With these guys and the spear guy. Let's just jump off entirely. Yeah, the spiky thing I think just runs back and forth forever. And is only a threat if you're in its way when it gets there. Oh, burb. That gets rid of that permanently-ish. I mean, it falls down to the lower level, but it won't be here anymore. We'll probably need this key. And here, I remember this jump being stupidly tricky. Plus you're having banana peppers pelted at you the whole time. Over here is that it? Yep, looks like that's it. And it's points, but alright, this just looks like a way back. Which means where you want to go is up there. Yep, you did need the key, and there we go. There weren't Moobus bombs here, were there? I don't think so. Actually, what, let you go set the level without getting the Moobus bombs? Let's find out. If I can find the exit to here. It will. And then you're just out the bombs. Yeah, I honestly can't remember if Parsnip Paps said it had Boobus bombs. So I will go and check. Oh, honestly, it would have been faster to load from Parsnip Pass, die, to go back to the map. But hindsight. You get to see more of the riverside. It's a pretty nice waterfall effect. Yeah, no Boobus bombs. Oh, right. I forgot to turn jump mode and god mode off. Yeah, there's nothing here except those two candies. I think I'm safe here, actually. Which I wouldn't have expected, but I'll take it. Yeah, you have an upward-looking animation frame, but you don't actually look up. The screen doesn't scroll. Alright, let's save outside. Squash. Yeah, and there's one of these guys right away, but they're honestly no threat if you know how to handle them. It looks like there's something here, but I think that's just the lily pad in the background. They turn around as soon as you're on a level with them. Alright, the exit's at the bottom left. Yeah, and those just kill you if they touch you. Yeah, that's easier. Yeah, those are tricky to hit. I think you're supposed to go underneath and shoot them from there. Let's give that a try. Sort of like that. Yeah, is your pole climbing that slow in Goodbye Galaxy? I don't remember it being that slow, but maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, what you want to do is jump and grab it at the top of your jump. Here. And your air control isn't good enough to turn around mid-jump like that. I remember having the bad jump off of the pole, which makes sense, you have no leverage. I thought that would work. Obviously not. I think I'm getting a better feel for the flower power. It still feels bad, but... Okay, that's how you do that. I think there's some more over here. And that's just... Wait, is there flower power down there? I'm gonna go investigate. And then load after this because no lives. Yeah. And then if you go further, it kills you. Okay, there's really not much to this level. It's just a matter of not getting killed on your way to the bombs. Oh, that did go high enough. Unlike your stun shots in Goodbye Galaxy, these do have a range limit. And got out of there just in time. It could just come right down here, and there's the exit. Yep, actually short and easy if you know what you're doing. The problem is knowing what you're doing, because you can't know where things are until you've looked around the level. And it's looking around the level that tends to get you killed. Alright, so... yeah, let's come over here to Potato Land. I'm sure this will be a fun time. Spud City. Boobus Bomb's near. Yeah, you can jump over those pretty easily if there's room, which there is here. But then there's that guy. Okay, that one is not solid. Yeah, determine that the differently colored ones you can jump on, but that's not one of those. These are just decoration. I think that's slightly faster. Yeah, this one. Completely missed the jump. I think it's either tiny. Yes, safest way to deal with those is from as far away as possible. Yeah, I'm going to give that jump another try. Wait for Potato Soldier to wander away. Yeah, the potatoes will turn around if you're on a level with them. That is slightly faster than climbing. Yeah, overcorrected. At least I'm surviving this time. Also, what is that noise? Ah. Cotton candy. I think that's a ton of points. And of course you can go down poles much more quickly than up. Okay, that was arguably worth it. And you're supposed to jump on those. And this is so you can see what you're doing. Okay, we'll call that a win. And I think I want to see what's to the left up here. Let's save that. There's the bombs. Thing is how to get to them. Just barely escaped the bayonet. Okay, is that the way up? And it looks like you have to know you can stand on those. Oh, keep that on screen, please. Those are not placed very well. Just made that. Okay, here's our Boobus bombs. But there was also something underground, it looked like. Oh, there's another layer of that. Oh, that's why I saved. Is that an indication? Not quite. What just happened? Okay, so you get one shot there. There's two. Okay, there is a secret passage here. I thought there might be. Commander Keen likes to do that in the later games. But how do I get out? Oh, there's a pole. That will shoot periodically, but is largely harmless. Yeah, they really like making you feel your way around. Oh, there's a pole here. That's not too bad. Did I not go to the right here earlier? There's some points. Yeah, here it is. This is very awkward. Yeah, I can't figure out how to get in there. Oh, Boobus bombs. Didn't we already get Boobus bombs? No matter. War doesn't hurt. Alright, let's save and see if I can figure out how to get out of here. Oh, this connects back to where I was earlier. Okay. $15 Boobus bombs. I forget how many you need if I ever knew. That was risky, but it worked out. All that and I get bayoneted. But yeah, if I do... No, that was just candy. Didn't I find Boobus Bomb somewhere else in the level? Or am I confusing it with a different... Yeah, right there. So there's 3 extra underground? Are there 6 in every level that has them? Some levels don't have any, but I feel like this has to be extra. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Oh well. Let's just skip to the end of the level. Or not. Okay, this time, remember to turn jump sheet off. Yeah, it feels like there's a way to jump up into that where the firepower was, but it also feels like it's not really worth it. Okay, save here. And I missed. And you can't open the menu when you're in that menu. Okay, that worked. There's actually pretty decent physics on the firepowers. Okay, Spud City is done, and I'm coming up on lunchtime with some decent progress. So next time we'll continue from the Apple Grove. Just save that here. And until then, this has been Aerophone playing Commander Keen Dreams, the weirdest part of the series. At least until you get into the post-DOS ones, which are arguably even weirder. Anyway, come back next week. We'll continue with this and check out some more levels. Probably going to need 2 or 3 more episodes to finish out the game, but we'll see. Feel free to check out the rest of the trilogy or the series to this point in the archives, as well as miscellaneous other stuff. I mostly do DOS and Atari and Super Nintendo games, so yeah, feel free. Until then, enjoy your weekend.